Started out 14 years old. I got arrested for selling marijuana. So I started drugs at an early age. Headed to Wyoming, ended up in Wyoming at 17 years old. The drinking age there was 18, and I was going into bars at 17 years old. And so I was basically on my way of being a hardcore alcoholic at that time, heavily involved in drugs. Got to the point to where I'd have to drink just to get well in the mornings. You know, most people would drink coffee, I would drink beer. Then I'd have my beer at work, and then I was heavily involved in speed at that time. That's before the meth got real heavy. And so I was addicted to speed, addicted to alcohol, couldn't hold down a relationship. But I was hitchhiking down the road one day, headed out to unload a truck to make some money to get some more drugs and some more beer. And an ex-girlfriend of mine pulled over and picked me up. Told me I could stay in her garage. I was homeless at the time, and she said I could stay in her garage, and if I would go down and file for food stamps, that I could cook the food in her kitchen. They could see I was pretty beat up at the time, and the lady just said, would you like to go to treatment? And I said, could I? You know, I didn't even know it was out there was any way to do it. You know, I was always praying for a way out. You know, it's like 35 years of heavy drinking and drugging and always wanting a way out, but I just didn't know that there was a way out. Within a week, I had a bed date. And that's when I went out to Buena, Washington, at the James Oldham Treatment Center. I remember pulling in there to the post office down there and downing my last beer. And they treated me with respect. It wasn't anything like I thought it would be. And started showing me that there is an actual way out. Then an old ex-employer seen me at an AA meeting. And he said, if you're clean, sober, Tom, you can come back to work. So that gave me enough time to have housing. I was fed, and I was able to get a job, and then get myself a place to stay from there. And then I worked in the car wash business from there. And so my employer said, you know, I don't want to let you go, but I'll lay you off, and you can get unemployment, but you just can't keep up here, you know, because I just didn't have the education to do it. And there was an ad in the newspaper for a maintenance man. And lo and behold, led me to Triumph again. If it wasn't for Triumph and the people that work for Triumph showing me a way out, I never would have made it at all. And then to turn around and employ me, knowing my past, and knowing, you know, just taking me for my word that I'm your man, I can do this for you. As far as what my life is like now, it's just completely different. I own my own home. It's almost completely paid off. I have found a beautiful wife. I'm blessed with a beautiful wife. I have 4 stepchildren, 3 wonderful grandchildren. Now, I'm an active member of the system, you know, of society. I pay my bills, you know, I'm a taxpayer. I contribute instead of taking away, and that never would have been possible if it wasn't for Triumph Treatment Services and the things that they do for people.